the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
Special edition.
Thank you so much. I love a bit of this where you get to look back on all the really fun things that you've done.
Yeah, but what we're going to look back on, I'm not sure that you should say I love this.
Well,
Because I got so many phone calls on this topic of, I'm not sure Kate should have said that on radio.
isn't that what I'm here for?
No, not really.
No. This is a great story. I'm still in contact with the person who spoke to me about their naughty little cat. And I never knew this about this guy or about this in the world, is that it is best for everybody, including a cat who is on heat, for you to relieve them in some ways. It's the very least you could do.
Yep.
I broke it down for you. I did all of the actions. I'm sure the video's floating around out there somewhere.
Okay.
But here is the podcast about a bitch on heat. No, I'm joking. No. We're not putting that because it's not a bitch.
No, it's not about you.
No.
Great to introduce Sport Mum over here.
Oh, welcome to the club, Kate Ritchie. I thought I'd do that in case none of you did.
I like that.
It's exhilarating, isn't it, Kate? It's an amazing time when you're sport parent.
Oh, and I have to say, I was talking to someone about it yesterday. I feel like it's a really cool club to be part of. I haven't really done it before. We've done dancing, but like this is the real deal sport, and it just for me, this is completely selfish. For me, it's also a really good exercise to kind of get out there in the world, realise the world is a much bigger place than this studio.
Wow.
I mean, I hate to say it,
Speaking
guys.
on behalf of the world, but anyway.
But it is. It's really fun, and I have been welcomed. I've met parents. We missed. Once we'd signed up, there was all that rain, so it was a very slow start and a lot of tears about not getting to training, and then games were cancelled and all of that. But we are on board.
This is soccer for everyone. Are we talking soccer?
Yeah, well, football. We like to call it football in our house.
I call it the world game.
When I messaged Alana Kennedy about being a soccer mum, she said, welcome. I think she said something like, could be the coolest soccer mum she's ever seen.
No, she wrote who dis.
New phone who dis blocked.
Anyway, I thought the most scandalous thing I was going to hear on the sideline from other parents was that there is no scoring, really, because at one point I say, who's winning? And they said, well, what's the score? Well, there is no score. And I said, well, who's winning? And no one's really winning. So I think people quietly keep a ladder.
But you don't count the goals.
For progress. You don't really
keep a ladder.
Keep the ladder.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you come on the thing?
No, they don't.
But what I mean is there is no score, but I think quietly we know who sits where on the ladder, right?
Gotcha.
But once I have an hour after the show, Fitzy, and you fill me in on what a yellow card is, I'll really be up to speed. The last time I was standing on a sideline, I sidled up to one of the dads. My mum was there as well, and just making a bit of small talk. And little did I know I was going to hear the greatest story of all time. Stick with me, Fitzy. I know you're not a big fan of these.
Gotcha.
Go sports mum.
He is so busy, this dad. I mean, not only does he have a job and he's bringing his daughter to training and all of that kind of thing. They do, and I'm trying very hard not to give away who they are. I know you won't know them, but people in their circles might know them. But they do a lot of great work, I mean, beyond pet refuging gear, right?
Dr. Chris Brown?
No, it's not Dr. Chris Brown. So they take in animals, specifically cats. So the feline variety. So a cat doesn't have a home. It's not a kitten anymore, and maybe nobody wants it. I know what that feels like. Oh. And so they adopt the cat in for a period of time. They get the operations done and they get it kind of sorted out so it's ready to go out into the...
No, it is. I love this stuff.
And I thought you would love this story because I don't think you would know that this is part of being a cat parent, right?
Yeah.
This guy was complaining because he's not getting any sleep at the moment because the cat, who is yet to be desexed, is on crazy, wild, mind-blowing heat at the moment.
So you could relate.
No! I went, tell me all about it. And no. So, and I'm like, oh, yeah, how annoying. And he said, oh, my goodness, it's so noisy.
What does it do?
Well, it does the old, I don't know if we have a sound in the system, Jess, but they whine and carry on, and they're just so incredible. Yeah, they're incredibly frustrated. They live in an apartment, thank goodness, so that the cat can't scurry down the back laneway and get themselves into trouble. But so noisy, and they are up in the night with this cat all of the time. And I said, oh my God, mum's doing, I've realised I'm turning into my mother. We're having the same kind of discussion. I said, seriously, you mustn't be getting any sleep. And he said, no. And I said, well, what can you possibly do about it? Thinking the conversation was going to end there.
Yeah, rhetorical question.
Did you know that he used the words relieve? Did you know that you can sexually relieve your pet? And you should. And I've Googled this morning to check it's not illegal, because I thought I can't do this story. I've given way too much information out about these people.
No, you can't.
Okay, Fitzy, I want a video for us to run on the socials when you do this with your pussycat at home. When it goes on to Pete.
Tom, I'm really enjoying this.
Okay, and I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to talk you through it, and I'm going to be highly respectful, because I don't know.
You're going to talk us through how to relieve a cat?
Is this a life hack?
Vaguely.
What's going on?
This is the ultimate pet life hack. And give us a call, 132410, if you're in this crazy little club out there in the suburbs that
If you've relieved your pet.
Okay.
Mr. Mistopheles has arrived.
So what? And this isn't just like once and then they get over it, or it's like Saturday afternoon, right? I don't know what time you do it, but like, or when the best. Yeah, this is multiple times a day, right? Because in the textbooks, if you relieve your pet, you should get. Oh, I've fallen into I just couldn't.
Cat relief.
I couldn't let him out of my sight once he'd told me he'd relieved a cat. I was like, get over here, I've got more questions for you. But I wanted to do it subtly, because I thought he's going to think I'm creepy, but he's the creepy one.
Why are you wearing that cat suit?
Okay. Are you sticking with me? Have I got a bit more time to finish this? I know we're going to run over.
No, I'm 100% in.
Okay, you should get 4 to 5 hours of relief once you've done this. This cat... Oh, no. I said, so how long do you get? How long, reprieve? Can you go back to sleep? 15 minutes and the cat's at it again,
no
right?
Way.
So this person, this father / employee, soccer dad.
Cat whisperer.
Sicko.
He's not. He's so lovely. The family is so lovely. He starts this, like he's probably doing it now.
Who?
He's probably doing this now. He's starting his day.
Tell us how he does it. How does he do it?
Okay.
What does he do to
so
the
cat?
cat?
So the cat's carrying on, right? So you lock the cat in the... You lock the cat... You put the cat in the laundry or a room that they kind of can't, whatever.
And what do you offer?
Get out of. You go in and you grab the cat... You grab the cat by the back of the neck, because that is in, if you were watching this on David Attenborough, that's the way the male cat would, say, right.
Yep, it's how the mum carries the kittens. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Back on the back of the cat's head, right, like that. And then he starts talking me through it. You start kind of like rubbing the lower back of the cat, because the cat will spread its back legs like that down out behind, and you rub the... Am I allowed to keep doing this?
Yeah, it's fine.
There's nothing... I mean, it's the animal world.
Yeah.
You like ran it.
You go on. I'm just pouring a drink.
You rub the
cat.
back like that, Fitzy. You should be writing this down.
Tommy, you want a whiskey?
And then what will happen is eventually everything gets a bit more relaxed, and the cat's tail, the female cat's tail, will move to one side or the other depending on what everyone's feeling in the room. The cat. This is amazing. The cat's tail will move to one side or the other.
Yep.
And then he said these words. And I didn't go into it further, but don't worry, I'll have the same story next week with the update.
Yep.
You have to find the pressure point of the cat, and then you do the whatever. I don't know what's going on. I didn't get... Maybe someone else knows. because I thought it was weird. I thought that it was weird, not that he's doing it to help his cat. It was weird that I was asking on the sideline,
What's the
and
next
then
step?
what do you do?
Yeah.
And I couldn't make eye contact with him because I'm like, wow, you are amazing. And then he goes. So then they relieve the pressure point. Then when she's had enough, she gets angry. We've all seen the lion videos on Instagram. She's like, get
away from me.
Get away from me. Like that.
Yeah.
And then, no joke, he says, she just starts like rolling around on the carpet, like super relaxed, chilled.
Having a cigarette.
Might have it. Go out. I said, do you open the balcony door? She goes out and has a quick ciggy. He goes, yeah. And then, but the thing for him, he's exhausted, the poor guy, because he can barely get another 15 minutes sleep before he's back out there. I said, how often are you doing this? He said, when he comes from work into the night, during
Straight
the
into
night.
the laundry.
And I said, so when's the first time of the day that you do this, Mr. I won't say his name. He goes, as soon as I wake up. He's putting his toast on right
No
now.
way.
Right now, he's in his suburb with the toaster on. The kettle is boiling and he's in the laundry with, Missy Moo.
I've never heard of this. Justin's given us a call from Sylvania. Is this true? Is this what people do, Justin?
Yeah, look, I gave my dog a red rocket back in the day. I'm a bit ashamed of it, but yeah, gave the dog a bit of a. How you going?
Oh, no.
There's a fine line. I don't know where it is.
Well, this is what I mean, and that's why I needed to keep it nice, because this is the animal, like the joys of the animal kingdom.
What's going on?
And there is a fine line, because at some moment,
is there who stitched us? Is this a good?
it's not.
Is this a joke?
But bring in the rag dolls, Tommy. bring them in.
I think we're done for the day. What do you guys
Because it can very quickly turn pear-shaped, this chat, and I do worry about the people who have to do this, because at some point it's just you in the laundry
with a cat
thinking what has
But we're all animals, and we all have needs. I'm trying to work out how you conclude and summarise this chat, Tom.
Well,
I wanted a joke. We needed a joke.
Yeah.
No, we don't need a joke.
Feeling a bit
I'm a bit worried about red rockets.
Community service announcement this morning. But there's only one thing you just check your traffic. I think that's how we normally get out of
shame
these.
Dr. Chris Brown. I think.
Yeah, a day late.
It's a
We're
day
a day late.
Way
Tommy,
too
get him back
Yeah,
in.
he'll come back in for that.
What do you think? I'm not sure he'll ever come on the show.
we should invite the cat to the singles party, let's be honest.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I am going to talk about my daughter and the fact that we went on holidays to Tasmania. We went to Mona.
Oh.
I mean, worth a look, even if it is for the wall of vaginas.
Yes. Yes. Did you find yourself?
Well, I didn't, because I wasn't looking. And things look very different from different angles. But apparently my daughter pointed me out in front of the group and said, Mummy, that looks a bit like you.
Wow.
Enjoy.
I want to bring you across some content I found over the weekend as I was munching through social media. This woman has a great story to tell and a celebration for all young mums out there that may have experienced these sorts of moments. And 13 24 10 if you'd like to get involved. This lady shared her story of what happened putting her child in the car the other day.
I have a 3-year-old daughter, so I often have a shower with her and she asks questions about body parts and what things are called, and I tell her, have a shower this morning. Take her downstairs, put her shoes on, get outside. One of the men that I do see quite regularly is walking his dog, and he waves to Olive and says, good morning, and Olive says, good morning. I lift Olive up to put her into the car seat, so she's facing towards the man who is walking past with his dog, and she yells, Mummy has a hairy front bottom. And I don't think I can turn. I'm frozen. I can't turn. I can't make eye contact with him. But what I hear is him say, sorry, lovely. And I think, shall I put my hand over your mouth? What do I do? Olive shouts again, Mummy has a hairy, and I'm trying to cover her mouth, Mummy has a hairy front bottom. Now,
Mum.
I never turned around. I didn't make eye contact with him. There was no other words that came out of that man's mouth. He was gone by the time I turned around. Do I need to move house?
Oh, no. Poor mum. First of all, there's a couple of questions there, isn't there? Really?
Here we go. I'd love to hear your questions.
What a moment.
Because it's funny, we all hear the same audio, but we all just compute it so differently. Like, what is the biggest issue here?
What a beautiful moment. I love the awkwardness. I would have celebrated that awkwardness, and you can feel it through the video of her talking about it.
Yeah.
This went on to receive over 5,000 comments.
Oh, wow.
And what's great is the comments are in support of her, with people sharing their own stories. So one comment was, my daughter told the police officer that her mum has the same silver bracelet as him in her drawer.
Oh, and the handcuffs.
That's great. That's great.
My 5-year-old
Didn't know mum was a cop.
My 5-year-old son walked in on a woman going to the bathroom and shouted, "Why is she peeing out of her fur?" My daughter felt...
Can you send them through to Tom first before you send them?
If you
I don't
mind.
think anyone... Tommy is so nervous. Go on, give us another
My daughter found an adult friend of mine and took it to school and pretended she was Harry Potter and was casting spells.
What's it called? Oh, I can't recall. What's the...
Jess, you'd know a spell.
No, there's another one. What's the other one? Like maybe the death one.
That's
This is where we need Leno. Leno would have
Leno.
about 5 up his sleeve.
What, 5 of those?
Yeah.
Spells, you mean?
Yeah, just in his sleeve. Then you go to his drawer.
Oh, my God. He's got a briefcase under his bed. Poor Leno.
Extreme anxiety.
I was on a packed bus the other day with my kids. My son decided to shout out, "Remember when you pooed your pants last week, Mum?"
Mum. Were you just in those situations say...
You know what? You're right, Kate. If you laugh with it, and you know, the person that's walking past has a laugh as well, don't they?
13 24 10 if you've been in this situation. My niece exclaimed to my mother-in-law the other day in front of several people, "Nan, why do you have a beard on your nuts?"
Did you say that? Oh.
My friend
Can we just do this till 9? Because I've actually got a story to share as well that May said.
My friend used sanitary towels as elbow and knee pads incorrectly, not knowing what she was doing for a skateboard.
Oh, gosh.
What was that one? What? Do it again.
She's gone down to the local skate park.
And put the kids used
That
pads on her elbows and her knees. Sally likes it.
It's not Sally, you idiot.
We thought you were in character then.
Do you want me to tell my story now?
Yeah, go on.
Well, it's just embarrassing because we go down. My husband at the time, so Stuart and I went down to Tasmania to go to the museum, Mona Museum, and I don't know if you've been before. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
But have you seen? Am I allowed to say?
Yeah. There's a wall. There's a wall.
There's a wall of vaginas.
There's a wall of front bottoms.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
am I allowed to say?
Describe it.
Yeah, I think medically it's the medical term, so you can do that.
Okay, well, I'm cool with that.
I'm all right with it.
Like, let's all grow up, guys.
Yeah,
It's a vagina.
Mother's Day.
Someone said it.
Yeah, and I've got one, so I'm allowed to say it as loud as I like.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tom's got one too.
So anyway, we're at the museum and we're perusing the wall of vaginas and
3 times.
And it's funny, a bit like now where it's art and we're adults, and so but everyone's basically in a room together looking at all different kinds of the wonderful world of vaginas, and then so we're standing there and everyone's trying to be super cool about it, and it's quiet, and I'm carrying my daughter in my arms. She must have been about 2.5 at the time. We're just walking along. No. It's really, really crowded, right? And I'm just like, 5. And you want to look. You want to look, but you don't want to look. You're like, wow, ooh,
look at that one.
Wow, really? Like all of that stuff in my head. My daughter, I've never moved so quickly, by the way. My daughter points at one and goes, "Mummy, that's just like you!" I've never hit her. I know it's like slapped her arm down so quickly because the room of people are like this.
Wow.
Which one?
I had no idea that you had a wall of vaginas.
There's more than one. Oh my God, Jules is in the Blue Mountain. Welcome, Jules.
Hey guys.
Your kid threw you under the bus, did they, mate?
Yeah, I was in Coles with my daughter. She was about 2, and I dropped this like humongous fart. It was like earth-shattering, and there was no one in the aisle. And I tried to escape the aisle before anyone walked in. And we got to the end of the aisle, and then my daughter very loudly proclaimed to the next person who was walking around the corner that my daddy farted back there.
Yeah.
I love that you use the word humongous.
Yeah, it was like really
earth-shattering.
Yeah,
Earth-shattering.
earth-shattering. That's a pretty unique category to be in, Jules.
You can hear how proud Jules is of what he did. Tony in Penrith, what happened to you, Tone?
Yeah, good morning, guys. It was a few years ago now. We were introducing ourselves to new neighbours.
Yep.
And my son was riding his scooter around. He came over and he stood patiently, and we thought he was just going to introduce himself. And he looks at the new neighbours and he goes, "Oh, my dad's penis is this big," and used his hands. I was proud of him. He really gave me a good rap.
Generous.
My wife and I both looked at each other and were mortified. But I'm thinking, this is good. He's got my back.
Oh my God, your neighbour's got your front.
Oh,
Carla in Oatley, welcome to the show. What happened?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
We were looking at a unit to rent, and my son told the real estate agent that I fart in the morning.
Did that help get the unit over the line, Carla, or?
No, I didn't choose that one.
And
But
was it earth-shattering? I mean, that's what we need to know.
I think kids know exactly what they're doing. If you think in your head, like that kid coming up on the driveway, you think they're cute riding up on their scooter.
They know
and they
exactly.
don't know anything. They don't even know what they're saying.
Yep.
You know that they
know
know
exactly what's going on.
what they're gonna
We got
do.
one more. Emily in Helensburgh. Hello, Em. What happened?
Hi. My son, he's only 18 months old, so he doesn't know many words, but he definitely knows what a big hairy huntsman looks like. And we were in the bath the other night, and he just pointed and said, "Spider!
Spider!"
Spider!"
Pointing at you!
Yeah.
It's grown 8 legs.
Oh, my God.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.